All right, so I'm here with Dan Hodl, the man who changed his name because he's such a believer. What has been some of the coolest stuff you've seen here these last 2 days?
Earlier this week, I spoke at the Stacks conference talking about Bitcoin DeFi.
Right.
And as you know, I've written about RSK and Sovryn. So I think that people are starting to wake up to Bitcoin DeFi being a thing. Zero and other products are becoming, I would say like a year ago, Bitcoin DeFi wasn't really even a topic. And now it is.
Yeah. I gotta say, I don't think I've been as optimistic as I am now for a while. And I'm starting to see all of this energy around Bitcoin development, which we haven't really seen. And I think...
Yeah, the early Bitcoin culture, as you know, was very into development and building. So it's good to see that building mindset come back. Right. Now look, Bitcoin is a supreme, phenomenal store value, sound money. Yeah. We don't need to change the code to make it a better sound money. But certainly adding some ability for it to be able to be used in smart contracts, I think is just value accretive and very interesting.
I think one of the big things was Taproot getting integrated, because everything up until that point, we had years of this feeling like we just went through the Civil War, can't change anything. There was this massive defensive, it was stuck here. We couldn't do anything, right?
Yeah.
And I think we've opened up our chakras again.
Yeah, I think that the Bitcoin community was hesitant to add any new changes because, for those not familiar, the block size war was an event where change was tried. There was a change that was changing the block size was proposed and eventually hard forked off into the Bitcoin Cash chain. And so any little change, even though it's a little change, it was the politics of it and the idea that big companies could influence it, which was part of the core problem. The block size itself is also a problem, but it was a two-sided problem.
Right.
Any other changes too, with Taproot, it was a relatively uncontroversial change. So that was nice. And it seemed like there wasn't really much hesitation to push it through, and also it went through the normal process, which takes years and years, as we know. So I think people saw it coming, and he was excited to see it go ship.
Well, you're with Kraken, right? Maybe you can shill a little bit of the stuff that you guys have been doing with Lightning Network.
Yeah, so I want to give a shout out to Pierre Rochard. Pierre Rochard is the product manager for our Lightning products. He's done tireless work over the last couple of years trying to get it up and running, and we recently announced this as of, I believe, last week. So I want to give a shout out to him and the rest of the team for doing the hard work on getting that stood up. Lightning is a critical way to send Bitcoin cheaply and fast. So I think that exchanges like Kraken, and I know other exchanges like Bitfinex have done this historically, I think this is us being a good custodian and treating Bitcoin as a first-class citizen.
All right, so one last question while we're on the topic. What do we do to get Sovryn onto Kraken?
Well, I'm going to look at my comms team, and they're telling me I can't say anything. So I love you guys, and would love to see you succeed across a bunch of exchanges.
All right, awesome, man.
All right, cheers, dude.
Cheers.